In this video we're going to look at the radio and the media screen on the infotainment system. We're currently in a Golf, but this system is going to be very similar across the entire model range that we have at the moment. First of all, we're going to look at radio, so we can either come into the menu here and press onto radio, or we can just use the shortcut button which is on the top right hand side of the display there, and that's going to bring us on to our radio screen. Now the default screen is what we're looking at here, which is the preset screen. So these boxes here are actually presets that you can customize, and it just allows you to switch backwards and forwards quickly between the radio stations that you listen to most often. And at any point you can turn the volume up or down using the dial here or using the steering wheel audio controls. So if there is any signal on what you're listening to, then you'll be able to listen to that straight away. And as you can see, we can move backwards and forwards nice and easily using the presets. If you want to change these presets, or if you just want to browse through all of the radio stations that are available to listen to, you'll see at the bottom here that you've got station list, and this is the list of stations relating to the band that we're on. So if we are on DAB, it's going to show us our digital stations. If we're on FM, it's going to show us our FM stations. So if you press into station list, you'll see that we've actually got a list of all of the stations that the unit is currently picking up that we can listen to. It's currently showing us in the BBC folder. We're looking at our BBC stations, and we can just swipe up here to browse through what we can listen to. If we're not wanting to listen to a BBC station, we can close that folder and we can open up a national folder, which is then going to show us all of our national non-BBC stations. And if we want to listen to one of those, then we can just press onto there, and you can see there's a little play sign there, and that's now the station that's playing. You can't hear it at the moment because we've turned the volume down just so you can hear what I'm saying. But if we wanted then to save that radio station as a favourite, we can just hold down the preset that we want to change, and it'll beep, and then that station then is saved into that preset. We can always see what we're listening to because it's just up here in the top. And the left and the right here will just scan through all available radio stations, so we can just scan through without having to look through the station list. Down here we can also change the view, which will allow us to change from the preset list to the station info list, and that's just showing you what station is playing and what's on at the moment. The other screen that we have is the media screen, which is just below the radio button at the top left hand side of the unit here, and this is the section of the infotainment unit that's going to allow us to play anything else that we have connected to the system, not including the radio and not including the Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. So basically what you've got to choose from here in the source menu is you have a CD player, which is fitted in the glove box of most of the cars. We have a couple of SD card readers. On this particular one, the second SD card reader has the navigation maps in it, so we've got a free SD card slot which is also in the glove box. We've got some USB slots. Depending on which version you have, you might have 1 or 2 USB slots that you can plug a memory stick into to play music from. And you can also just see here that we've got BT audio, which is Bluetooth audio, and that's basically audio from any Bluetooth phone that you have connected to the system. And if you have a device that will stream via Wi-Fi, you can also connect it up via Wi-Fi and play music from that as well. Some systems will have an auxiliary 3.5mm jack, and you'll see that in this list here. If it does have an auxiliary jack, you'll see an AUX option, so you can plug in any device to the 3.5mm jack port and use that as well.